Hello creative souls, and welcome to this week's video. This is the first video of 2025, and so I'd like to wish you all a happy new year. For Christmas and for my birthday, I got a few bits and pieces from my husband that were on my wish list, and the Arrtx acrylic markers were on my wish list for absolutely ages. So I'm very excited because I've saved them to open them up with you. So they come in this lovely candy coloured box, and I've seen other artists using them. I've never used anything like this before, so this certainly isn't a tutorial, but it's just to share with you my initial findings of these pens. So I'm going to open them up because they are surrounded in plastic. There's 36 colours in here. Let's open the top and see what they look like on the inside. And there they are. And they come with some spare nibs. So I've got 5 spare nibs there. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. And all of these pens, it looks like they don't have colour names. They have numbers on the top. Don't know if the camera will pick that up. There we go. And they're really nice markers. And look here, it shows you the ink that's in there. And to activate these markers, you have to shake it and then press the nib down. So that's what the nib looks like. And so you give it a good shake. And let's see how quickly the ink comes out. And I am going to swatch these in my Pith Oro Blanco sketchbook, but I'm not going to make you sit through every single swatch. I'll just show you the colours at the end. The ink comes through really quickly. And it goes on nicely too. The nibs are quite thick, so you're not going to be able to get fine detail with this. You'd probably need to get the Arrtx brush pens, the acrylic brush pens. But initial response is I'm very excited to use these. So I'm going to open up my Pith Oro Blanco. I'm thinking I'm going to do, well, I'm not thinking, I know what I'm going to do, a Picasso cat. Now, Picasso was a cubist artist, and this is a generated image by Apple Intelligence. And I'm going to draw a cat in here, and I'm going to do it in the cubist style using these markers. If you want to join in, grab your sketchbooks, grab your pens. You don't have to have acrylic markers, and let's do a Picasso cubist cat. So before I start swatching, I've actually turned the box upside down and opened it at the other end to see that these pens are in a plastic stand. So I just wanted to show you the pens in their stand, which makes things all very nice and convenient for me. So there's the pens. I have noticed that on the box it has got the swatches on here. Like I say, they're all numbered, they're not named. And it does say the colour swatches for reference only. There we go. Right, I'm going to carry on with swatching and waking these pens up, and then I'm going to have some fun doing the cat. Here are my finished swatches. They are really nice, vibrant colours. We've even got a silver here and a gold. They provide a black, and they also provide a white. But I obviously haven't bothered putting the white on this page because it won't really show up. But it'll be good for like highlighting stuff or going over the top of the other colours. Just waiting for that to activate. They do activate quite quickly. Oh, there we go. So let's go over. I know this is all a bit scribbly, but let's go over this. Oh, look. The white layers over really nicely and it's very opaque. So I've just checked on their website because I wanted to know if they fade. So if you were to use it in a more serious piece of art, I wanted to know how light fast they are. And according to their website, they said they're waterproof and never fade. So that's really positive. They dry fairly quickly as well. They're quite shiny, so quite a satiny look once they're dry. But I love these, and I'm thinking that maybe I need to get the brush pens, the acrylic brush pens, but they're going to have to go on my list for a little bit later. So on this side of my sketchbook, I'm going to draw a cat, and like I say, I'm going to do it in the cubist style. So lots of bright colours, a little bit of abstract maybe, and let's see how I get on with these acrylic markers, which I think I love already. My Picasso cubist cat is finished. So I initially drew it with my trusty HB pencil. Then I went over in my Micron black pen, which is a size 12. And I've rubbed out all the pencil lines, but I'm expecting that the acrylics are quite opaque. So we'll go over the pencil lines and possibly take out these black lines as well. So I'll have to go back over the black lines, probably with the black acrylic pen. But I'm quite happy with my cubist cat. I've put a little mouse down there, and I've put a bird on there, which is a nod to Picasso's original cat painting. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's what looks like a tabby cat that has caught a blackbird. So here's the blackbird. He's free, he's alive, he's happy. And so I'm going to take my time and start filling in the triangles with lots of beautiful colours. I don't know what colours I'm going to use. I might do the eyes different colours. Again, it's abstract, so it really doesn't matter. It's just enjoying the process, trying something different, trying a different style, and trying a new material for the new year. Okay, this is the following day. So I did my drawing yesterday, went over in black pen. I've got my acrylic markers here ready to go. It's been quite a tiring day today. I'm quite fatigued and in quite a bit of pain with my hands today, hence the gloves. But I'm just going to do this bit by bit. I don't know what colours I'm going to do it in. I'm just going to see what I feel inspired by. And so initially I will do this in real time and then I'll probably speed it up. Because it's acrylic markers, it's quite opaque, so it will block out all of the black lines, which I may or may not put in afterwards. And the nibs are quite chunky, so not very good for detail. But we'll see how we go. I'm just taking my time today. No pressure. Using it a bit like meditation, I guess. And in the Picasso style, he would have done 2 different coloured eyes, I reckon. Oh, I'm in a quandary already. Let's go. Warm green. And one. Oh, let's be bold. I'm going to go one red. This is the oddest looking cat I've ever created. But I'm liking it. Let's get some purples in here. Right, shall I just do some random purples? Don't have to worry about tone, I don't think. These markers go on really nice. They're very liquidy, if that's such a word. It is now. Let's do some purple down here as well, under his belly. These markers create some nice noises when you apply them to the paper, but also I love this noise. Easily pleased. Shall I go continue down here with the purple? I'm trying not to be too perfect, too precise, because I can go a bit, you know, too perfect and too precise. 385. Oh, that's like a plum colour. This is quite therapeutic, even though I'm tired. It's quite nice just to sit here and do something calming. Doesn't take too much effort. I don't know if I've already said this, but these markers can be used on glass, wood, stones and pebbles. I've even seen people jazz up their trainers, which is pretty fun. Go in under his eyes here. Sorry if you can hear me breathing in the camera. I know I always say that, but when I'm concentrating, I do tend to breathe quite heavily. Do let me know in the comments if you've used these acrylic markers before and what you used them for, because if you have used them for something other than paper art, I'd be really interested to know. I've seen some brilliant pebble art out there. These dry fairly quickly, but I'm being very conscious not to put my hand in the paint, especially as I've got my special gloves on. Now, am I sticking all with purple, or shall I get something bold in there? Shall I get some green in there? I'm feeling the green. The green is calling me. I noticed earlier on today, I had an email through from the SAA, Society for All Artists, and they have an art shop on their website called Cass Art, and I noticed there's some Liquitex acrylics on sale at the moment, and they do these lovely big Liquitex markers with big chisel nibs that can obviously cover big areas, and I wondered if it would be good on a canvas. Now I am noticing, because I'm in my Pith Oro Blanco sketchbook, going back over the wet acrylic is lifting, well, it feels like it's lifting the paper. So I think if you overwork it, it would go bobbly. but bearing in mind this is 200 GSM, so not necessarily built for, don't want that one, not necessarily built for, what's the word I'm looking for, acrylic pens. Right, I'm going to keep filling this in, but I'm going to speed you up so you don't get too bored of me. And then I'll come back to you at the end. So there we have it, one Picasso Cubist cat. I think what you could do if you wanted to is you could go over with a black micron pen and just redefine the edges, sort of claim back the black outline just to give it more definition. Which I will probably do. It will just take a bit of time. But one thing I have noticed on here, that I haven't given him any whiskers. So let's give him some whiskers. And what about the little mouse down here? Surely he's got to have some whiskers too. And if I keep looking at this, I could be here all night just touching up the lines. But you could do that as part of a meditative process. There we go. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. Leave me a comment in the comments below whether you've used acrylic pens before, and whether you feel inspired to do your own Picasso cat. Thank you for watching.